Hello everyone. Today I like to show you a very delicious meal. For this, chicken drums and some beef. Seasoning of your choice. I will have a garlic. All you have to do, I have this prepared. So 2 teaspoons of cayenne pepper, 1.5 of chili powder, 1.5 of paprika. All you have to do, put everything in. Drop your seasoning. I have about 2 teaspoons in. Just mix it really good. Careful, don't touch your eyes. Once the meat is seasoned, you just cover it and place it in the fridge. You can do it 1 hour, or if you're out longer, whenever you're ready to make your lunch or dinner, you just take it out and then place it in the containers. You can fry it. We'll continue on this later. So you're back from your busy day. You take the seasoned beef or marinated beef out of the fridge. You dice 1/4 of a red onion or onion of your choice, bell peppers of your choice, sometimes frozen or fresh. I pre-cut these and froze them, so they're ready to go. Tomato, I usually use organic one out of the jar or can. Again, some cilantro and basil in them. And I prepared some salt. You can go 1 teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of vegeta. I will show that later. It is a Croatian seasoning, exists around 90 years. And olive oil. So just put a little bit of oil in your cooking pan. Place the meat. You can also cut the pieces to make it more like a goulash. I will cook it this way, that way it doesn't dehydrate. Start preheating your oven at 430 degrees. First put the onions, and then you put the bell peppers. This is original goulash recipe. That should stay simple. People can add anything they want to. And then you just put tomatoes on the top of it. Again, meat, if you get some rib meat, you can cook that a lot faster because it dissolves. Now seasoning, make sure you put it evenly. If you're noticing now, I'm introducing salty portion because you don't want the juices to start running too soon. All of this will go down on the meat as it's cooking, and it's gonna be delicioso. Of 430, 435, you need to cook it at least 45 minutes. So while the beef is cooking in the oven, now we take the chicken drums. Just put a little bit of oil to make this mixing easier. Earlier I mentioned the vegeta. This is how that looks like. 1 teaspoon of salt and 1/2 teaspoon of vegeta. Don't make it too salty. And so just mix it very good. Now we gotta coat these chicken drums into flour. People usually use the panko or other mixes. I like to keep it simple, adding as less as possible of all of these packaging ingredients while the flour will do the job. That's my personal preference. You can do whatever you like. Just make sure you coat the drums. If you don't have something like I do here for this, you can just simply sprinkle flour over the drums. It will do the job as well. On a high heat, and add canola oil. The best way to know is the oil ready. You just kind of dip whatever you're cooking. When it starts to sizzle like this, it's ready. Be very cautious. I will do this easily because I'm like Uncle Iro. I'm not afraid of a fire. But be very cautious. Don't drop anything in oil no matter what you're doing. It can be very dangerous. If you have some tools that you know of, use it. And I'm trying to find a place for one more. Perfect. Here we go. Let this cook on a high heat. I do cover when I fry. That leaves the cooking nice, moist, and at the same time crispy and tasty. While everything is cooking, I will prepare the side dish. It's a very simple, it's a couscous. And I'm gonna put 3 cups of water. Uh, love there gold butter. So I'm gonna use a half cube and 1 teaspoon of salt. Start by boiling the water first. So water is boiling. We're gonna add butter to it. Be careful, splash. Salt. So give it a minute for it to boil one more time while the cold butter was dropped in. It's boiling. Now gradually add couscous and mix. Wait for another boil. Now on my right, you see the chicken drums. They needed another 3 minutes after they were turned. Turn it off and let it sit until it stops sizzling. There it is, it's starting to boil. Turn that off as well and cover it. Give it a minute. On the beef that's in the oven, 2.5 minutes remaining. In the meantime, I will take another half of a butter stick and put it back in a couscous and let it melt on the top of it. You just take the other half of the cube and embed it in the couscous, let it melt. Comes out, you give another stir to the couscous. You see how water is absorbed, butter is melting, everything looks as planned. Just leave it there. Then you move on to the chicken drums. Cautiously open because the steam is hot too. See how you can cut through with the fork. Fully cooked and delicious. So now our beef with vegetables. You can call it however, but this is a goulash recipe. So you put couscous on, a piece of meat with the vegetables. You get all these nice juices on it. Voila, bon appetit.